Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in for this week's teen summer reading program. Today we are going to be making homemade pet toys just out of things that you can probably find lying around your house. There's really no point in going to the store and buying brand new pet toys when you can actually make these at home. You stop putting a whole bunch of stuff into landfills. There's all kinds of reasons you should be, you can sort of repurpose or reuse items that you have at home to make toys for your pets. But before we get going, I just want to let you know we've got all kinds of fun stuff planned for this summer. The theme this year is Tales and Tales. So all of our programming is going to revolve around tales as in animal tales and tales as in fairy tales. So all of our programming is going to have something to do with that. If you are in the summer reading program and you need more information, you can just stop by the library and grab a brochure and all the information you need. Or you can go right over to our website and all the information is right there. And you can actually do the entire summer reading program from home. So if you can't make it in here, you can do everything from home. You can earn your badges, submit information for your badges, so you can do all that at home. But for right now, we are just doing our programming. And like as I said before, we're going to do homemade pet toys. So if you have a grab-and-go bag, if you've registered and you came in, you have a grab-and-go bag, I'm going to show you everything that's in it. If you don't have one of these or you didn't register, that's fine too, because all of this stuff you can pretty much find lying around your house. So let's take a peek and see what is inside our bag. Alright, so you should find one bag that's got like a turquoise, blue-green strips of clothing. You should have a bag that has denim cloth, strips of denim. You should have a bag that's got a few strips of cloth and a string. You should have a wooden dowel and a pipe cleaner. So we're going to start with the bag that has the sort of blue-green, turquoise-y colored strips of sheet. I just tore up an old sheet, but this could be an old shirt that you're throwing out. This could be old sheets that you were thinking about throwing out. A lot of these things you can just kind of make from old clothes. Things that you're going to throw out anyway. You got a shirt that has a tear in it. You have a shirt that has a hole somewhere. And instead of throwing it out and, like I said, putting it in a landfill somewhere, we can repurpose that and actually make a whole bunch of toys out of just one shirt. But right now we're going to open our bag and we're going to make just like a dog toy that you can actually kind of play tug of war with, just a braided dog toy. So let's show you how to do that. So in your bag you should have somewhere between 9 and 12 strips of the cloth. So we are just going to lay them all out. Okay, so these are different widths. Some of them are different lengths, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these up into sort of groups. And I've got, so if I've got 12 of them in here, I'm going to break them up into groups of 3. So I only have 9 in mine, which is fine as well. If you have 12, just go into 4 groups of 3. If you only have 9, just do 3 groups of 3. So we're just going to start by taking all of these, bunching them together, and we're just going to make a knot at the top. We're just going to literally wrap it around. Pull it through and make a knot, okay? So now we're going to take our bunches of 3 and separate them And we're just going to make a braid. So if you've never done a braid before, it's pretty easy. Just to help a little bit, I'm actually going to use a little bit of duct tape and take this down to the table. So a braid is really simple to do. You're just going to take the outside and bring it over to the inside. And then go to the other outside and bring that over to the inside. And we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to alternate sides. So we're going to bring this side over. This side over. So we can make this as tight as we want. Alright. Then once you kind of get down to a manageable length, then you can just sort of start crossing without. And if it's easier for you to just kind of keep it on the table and do it, go ahead and do it that way. This is just a way for you to kind of keep everything tight. If you're doing it on the table, you just kind of make it tight after each pull. And we're just going to go down until we reach the bottom. And we want to leave about 1.5 to 2 inches. So we've got our nice braid here. I've got a couple inches here on the bottom. I want to leave enough that I can do another knot on the bottom. And there you have a very simple chew toy that you can make for your dog. Your dog can chew on this side, you can pull on this side, and this will hold really well. So this is just something, again, you can make out of cloth, sheets. You could make this out of jeans. We're going to be doing something else with jeans later on, but if you wanted to make this out of denim, old sheets, anything that you're getting ready to throw out, you can repurpose and make into, or any cloth material, you can repurpose and make into a chew toy for your dog. All right, the next thing we're going to do, another very simple, very, very simple chew toy. There are two things, there's two ways that you can do the bag that has the denim strips in it, and I'll show you both. So grab that bag and grab the denim out. So you should have 4 pieces of denim, and that's what's going to show you. I'll show you how to do it both ways. And this one could be as simple as literally just making a knot in the middle and then just giving that to your dog. Your dog will chew on that and it'll have something to kind of pull on and hold on. That's all you really have to do for that one. If you want one that you can kind of play with the dog with, just take your knot and do it at the top. And then your dog can kind of chew on that side and you can pull on this side. And you know, you can cut these strips to length. I don't know how your dogs are. My dogs are cheaters and they'll keep trying to bite down here, getting closer and closer to my hand. So I would probably make a little bit longer strip, but if you've got kind of a smaller dog that doesn't cheat quite so much, you can just put that knot and this is the perfect length. But two, again, very simple things, and these are very small strips, and jeans have a lot of fabric, so you can make a lot of dog toys out of these. Okay, so the third bag has a couple strips of cloth, a string, and then you're going to need the wooden dowel. So now we're going to make a couple of cat toys, and these are just as simple. So these are all things you can find at your house. If you don't have a dowel, you could literally go out in your yard and find a stick. Anything that you can kind of hold on to. And all we're going to do with this one is we're going to take our string, and we are going to tie a tight knot around the outside, or towards the end. Now I'm going to double knot it. Okay. So that's it for that end. And for this end, I'm going to take my couple pieces of cloth here, and again, this could just be ripped up sheet. If you have craft supplies and you have like little feathers, like cats love the feathers. So I'm just going to bunch these up, and I'm going to take my rope and or my string, and again, I'm just going to tie a very tight knot. And I'm going to double knot this as well. And now you have a little toy that you can dangle and play with your cat and have some fun with it. Again, super simple, just a little bit of string, a stick, and some leftover cloth. That's all you need for that. Alright, so our final one is another one for cats, and it's probably the easiest cat toy you will ever make. So in our bag, the only thing we have left is our pipe cleaner. So I'm going to take a pair of scissors, and I am literally just going to cut this in half. That's it. And then take a pencil, and you hold one end of the pipe cleaner, and you just wrap it around and make a little spiral. You take it off, you've got a little corkscrew, and a cat will play with this for hours. You just kind of throw it on the floor and they will bat around. They will bat this. Of course, if you make a whole bunch of these, you're probably going to find a ton of them under your chairs and your couches. If you ever lose them, that's where they are, because they just bat them under the couches and the chairs. But how simple is that? One pipe cleaner can make 2 of these, and most people kind of have pipe cleaners around the house, so it's something super simple you can do, and your cat will love these. And that's it for today. We made 4 cat toys, and I don't know how long that took, maybe 10 minutes. Those are really simple things that you can do at home, and again, instead of throwing all this stuff away, you just repurpose it, and you can make all kinds of cat toys. And if you have extras, hand them out to your friends. If you have lots of extras, maybe you could call your local animal shelter and see if they are willing to take toys that you've made for their pets while they're there at the shelter. I know sometimes they're really grateful to kind of have people make those toys, but always call ahead and make sure it's okay. But I'm sure at some point they will love to have these toys. And again, super simple to make, just a few basic things you probably have lying around your house. So that's all we have for this week. I hope you join me next week, and we will see you then. Bye.